Listen, y'all. Remember I told y'all it's gonna be review Wednesday? Well, guess what? I got something for y'all to review. Because just because. And this time what we're gonna be reviewing, we're gonna review my food. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, I can't eat your food because you're nowhere near me. So I can't taste it. But y'all just gotta know that my food is good. My God, y'all just gotta know my food is good, all right? I got references that can speak on how good my food is. And it's not even sharp. I'm loving these new knives, y'all. But listen, y'all, it is Review Wednesday, and today we are reviewing my food. So, so what we reviewing is that we reviewing oxtails. I love me some oxtails, y'all. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, where I think oxtails are probably king out there. All right, they're king in Jamaica or wherever, whatever. But in New York, there are places galore that will have Jamaican oxtails. You got your Puerto Rican oxtails. You got your Dominican oxtails. Every Caribbean country has their way of oxtails. Don't fight me on it. I'm just telling y'all. Every country has its way of doing oxtails. But I've tried it so many ways. Okay, I haven't tried it so many ways. I've tried it a few ways, but this way is different. Um, what I did with this time, I try to follow my recipe of braising beef ribs, and y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I cooked up those ribs were good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is with our oxtails, right? What we're gonna do is I didn't season them up first, y'all, because I don't know why I didn't. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna rinse out your oxtails, y'all. You're gonna rinse them out in some water, and then you're gonna fill up the bucket of water. Ooh, what's going on here? There we go. Then you're gonna fill up the bucket of water. You're gonna fill up the oxtails with the bucket with some water. Ooh, God, I can't speak. You're gonna fill up with some water, then you're gonna fill up with some vinegar. You're gonna wash it, make sure everything is good, make sure everything is all right. Um, and then what's gonna happen is that you're gonna let it sit for a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit with the vinegar water. And then hold on, I gotta try this out. That's good. Um, so what you're gonna do is after the vinegar water, you are going to wash it again until you get that water, until the water is not so cloudy and disgusting, right? Um, and then after that, what you're gonna do is, oh, I gotta cut up an onion. I forgot. So after you clean out the oxtails, you're gonna brown them up. Get your frying pan. Put on a little bit of oil because you don't want to really like burn the oxtails. But I used a skillet. I used the cast iron skillet, which cast iron skillets are pretty good. They'll definitely get the job done, y'all. So you get your cast iron skillet. You're going to get your oxtails in there, brown them up and stuff like that. While that's happening, you're going to start with our liquid. Our liquid is a bottle of red wine, y'all. So for those who don't drink wine, I do apologize, but this recipe calls for some red wine. Now you could also use some red wine vinegar, which I used as well. Don't ask me why. There's really no significance to the reason why I used red wine vinegar. But anyway, so while your meat is cooking, you're gonna let that boil. You're gonna let the red wine boil. You're gonna let the red wine vinegar boil, and then once the meat is brown, you're gonna put the meat right in. You're gonna put the meat right into the pot of the boiling liquid. Now, I boiled it for about, I would say about what, about an hour and a half? No, 8 to 9. Yeah. So about I did about an hour and a half. You can do about an hour and a half just to burn out the red wine, burn out the taste a little bit. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to stop it. You're going to let it cool down. You're going to put it in the refrigerator. Now you can also do this the day before. I mean the day of. So you're going to let it cool down, put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day you're going to take it out. You're going to put it in the crock pot. You're going to put it on low. Now you could go about anywhere from 8 to about 12 hours. For me, I like my food to be cooking. So I said it before I went to work. So what I did was is that around 5:30, I put it on. Then by the time I come home, it's about 8 hours. I still let it cook because now I'm going to add in some more stuff. So now I'm adding in some potatoes now. Now I added in my potatoes. I got the meat in there. The meat is nice. I see that the meat is tender. It's not falling off the bone just yet, which is good. We don't always want to fall on the bone, but if I mean the longer you're going to cook it, the longer it's going to get done. And oxtails needs that long and slow cook. So anywhere from about 8 to 12 hours, you're done. That's it. So while we're at work, our oxtails is cooking up. It's cooking up on those juices, whatever. But like I said, you don't have to do it the day you could do it the day of that you're going to be cooking and stuff like that. You can do it the day of. So you don't necessarily have to do it um, overnight. But if you do it overnight, of course, that the red wine and all of that is going to be soaking up into it's going to be soaking into the oxtails in itself, which is also good too, that you want as well. So the day of, we're going to just open it up. We're going to we're going to take it out. We're going to put it in the crock pot, and we're just going to set it and forget it, y'all. We're going to set it and forget it, and then after whatever time you want to, in between that 8 and 12 hours, if you see 8 hours, it's not the consistency you want. You're gonna leave it on. Go back, leave it on to cook on low, and then by that 12th hour, I guarantee you that meat is going to be right where you want to. Now, when I did the beef ribs, what I did was I cooked it in. I made mashed potatoes. So that was also good too. This time for oxtails, I made rice. So that's what you could do as well. You could do rice, mashed potatoes. Either way, it's going to be good because what you're going to do is you're going to take that juice that's been cooking. You're going to put it right on top of your rice, your mashed potatoes, whatever you cooked. You're going to put it right on top of that. And then it's dinner time, y'all. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can't feed my kids that. Well, that's why we put it on for so long so that it drowns out that red wine flavor. And I'll be honest, it does dry it out a little bit, but it doesn't dry it out a lot of it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So I will tell y'all, just be careful. But cooking wine, I don't really think cooking wine is really that bad. So you could find red cooking wine. That's why I said that I did the red wine vinegar too. Especially for like for people who do have kids and you want to follow this recipe, you could try the red wine vinegar. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to come out vinegary if you use a lot of vinegar. Just so you know on that one. I know that's a no-brainer, but I got to give y'all that disclaimer. So yeah. Y'all can definitely try out the recipe. Let me know what y'all think. And you are cooking with Mr. Parquets, y'all. Cook some Wednesday, y'all. Like I said, y'all try it out. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Oh, seasonings. You can season up however you want to, but make sure it is full of flavor. You could use thyme, cumin, um, garlic, of course. Whatever you want to use, you use it because this is going to be your style of doing it. My style is my style. The way you want to do it, it's going to be your style. So you figure out what you want, what seasons you want to put in that. All right. Y'all try it out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. Later, y'all.